Here with Sean Bormet, who is heading off to Sunkist later this afternoon. Let's talk about Jimmy Kennedy and Tyrel Todd, who will be our two representatives out there this weekend. How have you seen them progress over the last couple of months since you've had them here in the Bonner Wrestling Center?
They both made some good strides, working on certain areas. Jimmy just kind of getting reacclimated into freestyle. And Tyrel, last year he was kind of off the mat quite a bit, dinged up, and was out in California for the year. So he's been doing really well, making a lot of good adjustments, and I think both of them are excited to compete.
And both of them have very tough weight classes this weekend at Sunkist. What would you like to see out of them? And obviously, you've got the goals of winning your matches and being first place, but what are some of the specific things that you'd like to see them accomplish kind of match to match?
Really just honing in on some of the key areas we've been working on, finishing periods, getting to their leg attacks, and really just in certain freestyle positions I want to see the improvements, really translate that they've made this first couple months of training, transition into these live matches. The weights are, they're very competitive. It's an Olympic year. Sunkist is a qualifier for anyone not qualified for the Olympic team trials. So these are all going to be tough tournaments this year. A lot of guys come out and compete during the Olympic year.
And do you look at this weekend, at this tournament, I guess, do you look at it both as it's their first competition, so in some way it's a culmination of 2 months of training, but it's also kind of the first step in a series of competitions. So how do you approach it kind of with both things in mind?
Obviously every competition is important. For both of these guys, it's their first competition for a while. In terms of where they started, and we have quite a few left this fall. They have a really good fall schedule, and it's the first one, so I think it's just important. Really, I want to see how they compete, and there's one or two areas I'm going to be watching close to make sure that they're mentally approaching these points in the match properly.
And I guess from a personal standpoint too, are you looking forward to being out there with them and representing this Cliff Keen Wrestling Club? It's kind of your first competition too.
Yeah, I'm ready for some competition. We've been training a lot, and Donnie and Joe and I were just talking about it yesterday. There's been a lot of training with the senior level guys and also our team. And Jake kind of got the group started last week with a nice victory down at the Pan American Games, and I think everybody at this point is excited for some competition.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Sean.
Yeah.
Just the past couple of months, I've had a great opportunity to just get some consistent training in with some of the best workout partners in the United States and even, I think, in the world. And feel healthy, and I'm excited to get into this weekend and looking forward to have a great tournament and hopefully come away with a win and win the tournament and get myself qualified for the trials, and then don't have to worry about that. I can just wrestle some tournaments and have some fun, get the pressure off. So that's kind of the goal right now. And Sean's going to be out there, and Jimmy Kennedy, and myself, and so it should be just a great opportunity to go wrestle and have some fun, and I get to see my grandparents down there and stuff, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, and you always said your senior year, you always loved to say that I think your dad always said to you that confidence comes from preparation.
Absolutely.
And and I don't want to say that you weren't confident over the last year at times, but does it feel different a little bit going into this weekend?
Absolutely. Just being in a situation where you're training and not like doing some coaching and traveling and training and then doing a little training at home and then putting yourself through workouts. That's basically what I was doing at Cal Poly, and it didn't put me in a position to really build my confidence level and really know I was preparing myself the best I could. And I've had the opportunity to do that, and that's basically what wrestling's about, and what a lot of things in life are about is preparing for them and being confident that you can carry them out, and at the end of the day, just giving a maximum effort. That's what it's about.
And you've put in all the work over the last couple of months, but obviously you find out the payoff in competition. So are you kind of looking forward to that this weekend?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, the hard part has been done, and now it's time to go, you know, put on a show and go have fun. I mean, that's why we prepare so hard. That's why we train so hard. And you know, out there in front of the lights, that's when it's time to have fun. And then, you know, training ourselves, all this stuff we've been doing in here is prepared for that. You know, and having the right thought processes and the right, you know, match plans and basically the right mind frame going into all these matches.
And you know, and you said you're going out there with Sean and with Jimmy Kennedy, and you traveled by yourself, you know, over the summer and prior to that. Is there some comfort in being there with other people?
Yeah, it's nice to have a team. Yeah, it's nice to have a coach. It's really hard, and some guys have been able to do it over the years, been able to be their own coach and go and you know, have a lot of success. But it's nice to have a coach when you're going somewhere, give you some feedback, and you know, really, just it really helps to have that structure there, and that basically, you know, someone to kind of take care of stuff that you need taken care of, make sure you're on weight, all those little things, make sure you got what you need, and yeah, just kind of streamlines everything, makes it easier, and so now we can just go out there and wrestle.
And talk about your weight class. It's going to be very competitive this weekend,
absolutely.
but that's a test, and you like tests.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. But my weight class is one of the toughest weight classes in the country, no question, and if not the toughest, and there'll be a lot of studs out in Phoenix, and so we'll see how it shakes out.
But that's how you measure yourself.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way.
All right, thanks, Ty.
Training's been good. I like the schedule we're on. It's not the same thing as college where you're coming in at 3:15 every day. Right now we've been changing it up a lot. We wrestle at 1, we wrestle at 3 with the team. So it's always got you on your feet, and there's something new every day. You're excited to come in to work out.
Well, it's a change of pace for you. So is this keeping things a little fresh?
Yeah, it definitely is, because it's not the same thing where you're coming in and you're drilling for 20 minutes and then you're wrestling live, and we're doing something different every day, so it keeps you excited.
And talk about your freestyle gains. You know, I've heard a lot from Sean and from the guys you're working out with that you made a lot of gains pretty quickly. Do you feel like you have?
Yeah, I think so. It's a lot of small little adjustments, and Sean's definitely got us on the right pace right now. Everything we're doing is looking towards the Olympics and the Olympic trials. So I feel if I keep making these early gains, that it'll pay off in the long run.
And talk about the competition that you'll face this weekend. It's a tough weight at Sunkist. What are you looking to accomplish? I guess both as a measure against your competition, and then just as you continue to progress along in freestyle.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'd like to get the qualification out of the way and win the tournament, make things easy on me. So that's #1 priority. The second thing is just going out there and wrestling smart freestyle matches and not giving up any big points.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Jimmy.
Thank you.